Well, News 3 is up at the DuQuoin State Fair today. We've had a couple of crews come back and say it is a hot one out there. Storm Track 3 meteorologist Katie Melvin joins us now. So Katie, how's it looking out there right now? Temperature-wise,
it is still hot. And you know, if you look at the temperature, you see it's in the 90s, but it feels a couple degrees warmer. It's kind of sticky out. It's just,
a little uncomfortable.
It's one of those August days. I mean, it's kind of what you expect for this time of year, but I have some good news, some bad news. We'll talk all about it, but right now we are watching. There are some showers and storms slowly starting to enter the region from the west. So southeastern Missouri starting to see some of that rain. Even here closer to the station, we've seen some of that rain, but closer look into Missouri, areas like Van Buren, they've seen some of these pop-up showers. This is a very summertime-like shower, a lot of lightning associated with it. It's also very quick moving. I mean, it's popping up and then it's immediately going away. But lots of lightning with this, so if you are outside, just kind of plan for that. Make sure you are continuing to check radar this evening, but it is a very isolated event and chance this evening, so no need to really cancel any of your plans. But just a couple minutes ago on the Carbondale camera, there was a lot of rain pouring down really heavy, and now it is pretty much clear. I mean, there's still those clouds, but it is dry, but 90 degrees, so it is very warm, especially compared to what we've seen for the most part this month on the cooler side. So the 90 degrees feeling very warm, a high dew point because we are seeing that rain also, and there's a southerly breeze, which isn't really helping us a whole lot, but taking that dew point, taking that temperature, we have heat indices near the triple digits. Some of us hitting those hundreds. We have Mount Vernon and Cape Girardeau both at 100, but Marion 99, Murray 99. So definitely an uncomfortable afternoon. You might be a little caught off guard if you just look at the temperatures because most of us are somewhere in the upper 80s to lower 90s. We've got Paducah at 89, Marion at 90. So just an uncomfortable evening. Not really seeing a lot of relief overnight tonight, dipping down to the mid to low 70s. Those clouds are sticking around because that isolated chance of some showers is also going to be sticking around. The storm chance should diminish by the time the sun sets, but we are tracking more scattered showers and storms to start your work week. By midweek, we'll be cooling off just a little bit, a little less humid, so that is some good news if you're kind of over this summertime-like weather. But radar right now, we do see some of those storms and showers starting to enter in from the west. No warnings or watches on this, which is some good news. But speaking of warning and watches, the northern portion of the state is dealing with some, and that's because that cold front is slowly approaching the region. That's kind of what we're watching as our weather maker to start the week, but it's still pretty far off. It's on the western side of Iowa right now. So looking across the region, we do have a couple clouds. We are somewhere in the upper 80s, lower 90s. We do see that rain really start to move in a little bit overnight tonight. Again, just an isolated chance. It will be still pretty warm, somewhere in the 70s starting off tomorrow morning. If you're really going to be at the bus stop really early, you should be okay. I would still keep the umbrella for later in the day though. So tomorrow morning about 9 o'clock, seeing some of that rain kind of creep in. Again, lunchtime, some of us seeing rain, most of us not though, but then by the evening really starts to pick up those temperatures too. Still another really hot day, but really watching overnight tomorrow, and it depends on how quickly or how slowly this cold front moves through is when we see the bulk of this weather. Right now it looks like midnight tomorrow it could be some pretty heavy rain at times, keeping an eye on that. But if the cold front moves through quicker, that rain's going to move through quicker as well. The Storm Prediction Center has a lot of our region blanketed under a marginal threat for maybe some isolated strong winds, some heavy rain, so something you're going to want to keep an eye on. And then of course that lightning threat as well, but not a big rainmaker. Not a lot of us seeing much of anything, but it could come down, and when it does, could be pretty heavy. So download that Storm Track 3 app just because our week is starting off with a lot of rain, scattered showers and storms expected Monday and Tuesday. That cold front will make its way through and we start to dip down just a little bit, going back into the mid 80s. It's going to feel a lot nicer than what we're feeling today. That humidity is also going to knock off a bit. It's going to change our wind direction. Should feel good for the end of next week, but tracking those rain chances tonight and to start the work week. So grab the umbrella tomorrow morning for sure.
You know, grab the umbrella, and it's also good to have the app because that sends you alerts, you know, if you're traveling around or just out throughout the region.
Yeah, it's great to have. You have radar, everything you need right in the app.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Katie.
Thanks.